Sean, what do I use? Tell me what I need to use. Do I use this vitamin or that vitamin, this mineral or that mineral? Do I use them all together? Do I have probiotics, prebiotics? Do I take them before meals, after meals? When people find out that I've spent almost 4 decades in the health and wellness industry, starting off as a retail pharmacist, and then moving on to be a coach and a speaker and an author with a real desire to help people live abundant lives, full lives. Not only talking about your purpose, which is so important, but about mindset, about mental health, and of course your physical health. It's so important to be able to take care of your physical health. Now, when you're in your 20s and your teens, etc., you bulletproof, you walk on water, you party and you're having a good time. You can stay up late, get up early. You can pretty much eat and drink whatever you want, and you get away with it. Or so you think. Get into your 30s, it starts to catch up with you a little bit. In the 40s, well, you definitely know how's it. That's how you know you're getting old, when your back goes out more than you do, right? And so often we start to kind of have to roll out of bed, and those aches and pains start to appear. Well, why wait for that long? If you're in that situation, you need to address it. But why wait for that long? Prevention is better than cure. That, as I say, I'm talking about prevention and cure. When it comes to complementary healthcare, always know, folks, and this is just a simple disclaimer, is even though I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for so many years, I always say, talk to your healthcare practitioner, especially somebody that knows you well. They know every intricate detail of maybe medications you're using, your health challenges that you faced, your health history, etc. This is me sharing my opinion and my perspective over the internet. I don't know you from Adam most of the time, so I cannot consult or give you accurate advice specifically with you. I'm giving generic advice and perspectives on health and wellness, because what I've found is that some people can be really in a great stage of their life, maybe financially, etc., but they've been challenged by some form or fashion of health challenge. And I've often found that people will say, listen, this is the most important line in my health, in my financial statement, is actually my health. I'd give up everything just to get my health back, my wellness back, to feel like in my skin again, feel young again, feel vibrant again, get my energy back. And I think in particular at this stage of life, and as I'm shooting this particular video in 2025, we've been through so much in the last 5-10 years, and I think it's going to accelerate more and more. The stresses and strains of life and what we live under are excessive. We're never supposed to be exposed to that amount of stress. And as I say, when you're younger, these things just seem like water off a duck's back. I can handle it. I think for many years, I worked 7 days a week as a pharmacist in both my own pharmacy and in the previous pharmacy where I was in partnership. We were open 7 days a week. It felt like 24/7. We were on 24/7 call-outs, so I often got call-outs in the evenings and weekends, etc. And that stress and strain really took a toll on me. In fact, it was one of the sort of wake-up calls for me. Was the year before I actually sold my pharmacy, I started kind of slurring my words a little bit, and the doctor said to me, Sean, you've got to be really careful. You're under a tremendous amount of stress. And I said, no, man, I'm still young and vibrant, and I'm in my late 30s, and I can do this. But it really made me think about it. That alongside of realizing on the purpose side and the life side that there was more to life than just doing the 24/7 kind of like hamster wheel, where I felt like I was stuck in a rut. And they say the only difference between a rut and a grave is the depth of the hole. So talking wellness, talking health, I'm going to share on my channel about health and wellness as well, because it's so important. You can't just do purpose and this is your purpose over here and everything else is hunky-dory. No, discovering your purpose is a great part of one's life, and it really brings about a sense of energy, as literally a sense of purpose. But if you've got your purpose over here, but you're in aches and pains and you're not feeling well, or maybe your mental health isn't in the right space as well, that can really impact the way that you live your purpose, and vice versa. You could be really healthy and feeling great and full of energy, but at the same time, you're frustrated because I feel like I'm on the wrong road here, Sean, in my life, and that's to do with purpose. So then watch those videos on my channel. So yeah, we're talking on this channel all about life, really about life. I say, let's speak life into every area of our lives. Now, I've given you a little bit of my background, and I say that because it's a massive industry. The complementary, alternative, natural health industry is a huge industry, and it's very difficult to know where to start, what to use, what not to use. So as we go on through the videos, I'll share a little bit about nutrition as a whole, but I'll also share about supplements that I do recommend, what to look for generically in terms of companies that you might want to use their products. So if you're buying something off the shelf, you buy a product from a good friend of yours that's recommended this product. I will say this, folks, that having been in corporate healthcare and been on the retail side, and I've seen every side of this thing. There's very little that I haven't seen. I've sat around the boardroom tables. I've launched over 70 odd products with companies around, nationally in our country here as well. And I will say this, marketing is an amazing thing. I love marketing. I think if I got to study all over again, if I was in my late teens now, I'd be probably thinking of doing something along the lines of sales and marketing. I love sales and I love marketing. But marketing in and of itself needs to be measured and held in balance. Everything's always about balance, homeostasis, held in balance with the science behind things. I love the science. As a pharmacist, I did deep scientific research into the various nutritional supplements that we were launching. Some was about health, mental health. Some were about digestive care and digestive health. Others were more around the multivitamin side of things, the microbiome. I just love that, and I spent many weeks and sessions. I think over 30 sessions on national television talking about, as I say, digestive health and various other systems of the body. I love that. I love researching that. So if you've got something that you particularly would like me to research and speak about or whatever, I will definitely do that for you. Put it in the comments below, and I'll give you, again, just my perspective generically on things. I think the important thing for us in life is there's too much absolutism, if I can use that word. Black and white, it's either this or that. You either love the pharmaceutical industry or hate the pharmaceutical industry. You either love vitamins or you think it's a load of, BS. It's just expensive urine. Really, that's what it is. What some people will say. I think we've got to learn to eat the meat and spit out the bones. And not just throw the baby out with the bathwater, as it were. Research things for yourself, not just on one or two comments or social media channels and he said this and she said that. Don't even do that with me. Never do that with me. Take what I share with you, research it for yourself. Go and have a look at products for yourself. What you often find is someone will just walk into the health store or the pharmacy, pharmaceutical sort of health chain or something, and just grab something off the shelf and say, well, that looks great. Or somebody will come into me, and many times people will come and say, Sean, I'm looking for a vitamin B. Give me the cheapest one you've got. And literally the decision was made based on, being the cheapest product or the most cost effective for them. And again, I'm not judging that person. That's where maybe they're thinking, well, it's better than nothing. So they'll just take it. You've got different criteria to your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, your neighbor. They choosing a more expensive product, or they choosing this product because their friend sells it, or they choosing that product because they've heard or read something on the internet about that product. Oftentimes, though, someone will share a story with you. Someone will say, I know that, Sean, you're battling with your digestive care, and if I could, I'd share a story about how this product helped my digestive care. And that's great. I love it when people share their stories. You can't really argue with someone's story, right? Take that story, and then if you're the type of person who likes to do your research that product and see if that is the right product for you. That's what this channel is all about. Research every area of your life, about your purpose in life, about your mental health in life, about your spiritual life, and about your physical well-being, folks. This is what this channel is all about. And I'm going to be sharing more with you as we go to future videos. And we'll talk about the vitamins and the minerals and the amino acids, other products, etc. And we'll talk about challenges that we can help you with in terms of suggestions and, again, perspectives that I have on the healthcare industry. And I'll share some of the background to where I've come from and why I choose to use what I do and recommend to my coaching clients and to my patients, those people that still ask me for advice. Sean, what do I use? There's just too many products out there on the market for me to make a choice. Help me with this choice. Well, I'll be helping you. So let me know in the comments below what you would like me to cover in terms of your health and wellness, especially those of you whose backs are going out more than you do. Let's see how we can help everyone live a life of wellness and health. All the best, and till later. God bless. Cheers.